Welcome to Bethel Online Education Hub. Learn anytime, anywhere. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. Let's learn together, the Bethel way.
So, good day everyone. Now, let's proceed to our next topic or lessons. So, our topic today is all about types of speech according to the purpose. So, speech is one of the most powerful tools of communication. It allows people to share ideas, influence others, and connect with their audience. Depending on the speaker, goal speeches can be classified into four main types: informative, persuasive, entertaining, and commemorative. So each type serves a unique purpose and used in different situations. The first type is the informative speech, which aims to provide knowledge and explain the concept clearly. Its main goal is to help the audience understand the new information or idea. For example, teacher give informative speech in class, and reporter delivered them in a new broadcast. What makes this type important? It is focus on facts and clarity rather than opinion. So we have the second type, the persuasive speech, which is designed to convince the audience to believe in a certain viewpoint or take action. So this type of speech is common in political campaign, advertisement, debates. A persuasive speech uses logic, evidence, and emotion to appeal to the audience. It's play a vital role or shaping opinion, inspiring change. So speeches serve different purposes depending on the speaker intention. Informative speeches aim to teach, persuasive speech to convince, entertaining speeches to amuse. So these types of speech is essential because they allow individuals to communicate effectively in various situations. So later, I will discuss the other types of speech. So now let's proceed to informative or expository speech. Its meaning perform the purpose of educating the audience of a new relevant pieces of information on a particular topic. So the informative speech aims to provide the knowledge and explain concept clearly. Its main goal is to help the audience understand new information or idea. So last time I gave the example, teacher gave informative speech in class and reports delivered them in a new broadcast. So means yung teacher daw nagbigay ng informative speech sa harap ng mga estudyante. Then ito din karaniwang ginagamit sa mga broadcast or reporters. So, ang informative speech daw ay may pagkakaiba kay persuasive. So, an informative speech daw is a type of speech that aims to provide knowledge, explain the concept, and clarify ideas to the audience. So, means to educate and increase understanding. The speaker focuses on delivering facts, data, or explanation in clear and organized manner so that the listener can learn something new. So this kind of speech is commonly used in classroom, seminar, workshop, news reporting, and orientation. For example, a teacher explains a scientific process, a tour guide describing the history of place, or a student reporting about the current events are all delivering informative speeches. So, what makes it effective is the ability of the speaker to simplify the information, use example, and present ideas logically. So, an informative or expository speech is essential because it helps people gain knowledge and awareness about the various topics. It plays a big role in education and professional settings and our daily life. At is allow the individual to share facts clearly and foster understanding among the listener. So yun yung informative. Now, let's proceed to our persuasive speech. It's given solely for the purpose of convincing the audience to agree with the speaker's opinion on a particular topic. So we have a picture here. We have the success of persuasive speech often relies on the speaker use of ethos. It is the speaker credibility. Pathos appeal to the audience emotion. Logos appeals to the audience logic. So we have the kinds of persuasive. So a persuasive speech is a type of speech that aims to convince the audience to accept the certain viewpoint, like belief or action. Unlike an informative speech, we simply present the facts, and persuasive goes beyond the explanation and seeks to influence the listeners. And then the decision. So the speaker used reasoning evidence and emotional appeal to strengthen their arguments and movement the audience toward the agreement. So this kind of speech is common in debates, political campaign, advertisement, and the motivational talks. For example, a candidate running for office may deliver a persuasive speech to gain the supporters, or a student might persuade the classmate to practice recycling. So we have the effective persuasive speech usually combine the strong arguments with the emotional connection, so the audience not only understand the message but also feel the compelled to act on it. So in conclusion, the persuasive speech plays an important role in our society because it can inspire the change, like influence and decision. Like presenting logical points and appealing to emotion, a persuasive speaker can encourage people to believe, support, or take action on important issue. So, yun yung persuasive speech. Next, let's proceed to entertainment speech. Aims to share laughter and enjoyment to the audience through witty and humorous lines. So, it's a type of speech delivered with the main purpose of amusing, inspiring, or engaging the audience in a light-hearted way. So, unlike the informative or persuasive speech, we focus on facts or arguments. Entertainment speeches aim to make listeners feel enjoy and relaxation while they still leaving them with a meaningful message. So, in entertainment speech, ito daw yung si speaker, once na magbigay ng explanation or ng message, gumagawa siya ng way kung paano niya i-deliver ng maayos, kung saan nag enjoy yung tawag dito, yung audience. So, doon, makikita na natin na gagawa ng way para ma-encourage yung audience na manood at makinig sa kanyang sinasabi. So, sabi nga dito, make a listener feel enjoy and relaxation while still leaving them with a meaningful message. So, this type of speech is often used in social gathering, program, and special events such as birthday, weddings, and parties, and even the comedy show. Yon, example ng comedy, yung birthday, yung parties, di ba? Sa birthday, lalo na pagbata, syempre, kailangan may clown. Si clown naman nagbibigay ng message or ng inspiration, nagbibigay ng entertainment speech. Like, nagkakaroon siya ng magic, mga ganun, nagpa-provide siya ng mga materials kung saan ma-encourage yung audience na manood sa kanila. Sample, say, comedy show. Once na nag-joke ka, or yung speaker nag-jokes, ganitong si audience ma-encourage na mag-enjoy. Kung saan mas napapanatili ni speaker si audience na magstay doon sa lugar or sa events or sa debates or etc. na pwede nating ipasok doon sa ating entertainment speech. So, we have here, it may include the storytelling, humor, jokes, or creative expression that capture the audience attention. So, yun nga. Kailangan ma-capture ni speaker yung audience attention. For example, A host, opening remarks during a program, or stand-up comedian performance are both forms of entertainment speeches. So, in conclusion, an entertainment speech is important because it brings joy and creates a lively atmosphere for the audience. So, beyond just making people laugh, it can also inspire the strengthening among the bands, among the listener by giving them a memorable and enjoyable experience. So, yun yung entertainment speech. So, now let's proceed to manuscript speech. This one is the word-for-word interpretation of a written message using visual aids. So, like neto, yung manuscript or yung presentation ko nasa videos. So, sabi, a manuscript daw is a type of speech that is delivered by reading or a written script word for word. In this form, the speaker prepares a complete text of the speech in advance and reads it during delivery. The main purpose of this method is to ensure the accuracy and precision, especially when the information is sensitive or when every word matters. So, this kind of speech is commonly used in a formal settings such as news broadcasting, presidential address, or legal proceeding. Then, ganun din, papasok din sa ceremonial events. For example, a government leader delivering a state of the nation, address, or a student presenting or prepared speech in class. Often use a manuscript to avoid a mistake. So the strength of this method is that it guarantee exact the wording and prevent miscommunication, but one limitation is that it may sounds less natural if the speaker only reads without connecting with the audience. So, yun nga daw si manuscript, in example niya si government kung saan daw ginagamit ito sa pagbo-broadcast ng mga message like yung broadcasting sa television. Once na manood ka ng news TV or meron na sila naka-provide na manuscript. So, yun nga, a manuscript speech is useful when accuracy is more important than spontaneity, while it may sometimes lack eye contact and personal connection. It remains an effective way to communicate important message clearly and correctly. Example na rin dito yung sa mga movie. Siyempre, gagamit sila ng manuscript or script para ma-deliver nila ng maayos yung nilalaman or nung kwento. Example, yung leader, nag-present sa harapan ni student. Tapos, hindi niya kabisado yung flow or yung message na ginawa niya. So, magpo-provide siya ng script. Like sa thesis, kailangan din yun. Parang tinatawag nila, correction. So, example natin dito, pag may program, syempre, kailangan din ng flow or yung script. Pero din sa script na yun, nakalagay lang yung important details kung paano yung umpisa, paano yung magiging ending, paano yung pasimula, or yung pinakagitna nung kwento. So, yun yung manuscript speech. So, next, let's proceed to memorize speech. It's the role of recitation of a written message that the speaker has committed to memory. Example, papasok dito yung pagbibigkas mo ng tula. Yung tula ay kabisado mo na. Yun yung memorize speech. Once na mag-debate ka or nag-thesis ka, alam mo na yung flow, memorize mo na siya, kaya kayang-kaya mo i-deliver. So, yun yung memorize speech. So, we have examples here. So, a memorize daw is a type of speech delivered entirely from a memory without uses of notes, outline, or manuscript. Ito nga yung sinasabi kanina na hindi mo na kailangan gumamit ng manuscript katulad dun sa manuscript or informative speech, or persuasive speech, or entertainment. So dito sa memorize daw is this method that speaker writes a practice the speech in advance until they can present it word for word from our memory. So the goal is to deliver the message smoothly while maintaining direct eye contact and connection with the audience. So this kind of speech is commonly used in school, presentation like declamation, contest, or oratorical competition, especially events such as ceremonies or celebration. For example, a student reciting a declamation piece or a contestant delivering in a prepared speech in a competition use the memorized method. The advantage of this speech is that it allows the speaker to offer the confident, prepare, and engaging. However, one challenge is that forgetting a line can disrupt the entire delivery. So, practice and mastery are very important. So, yun nga daw, napaka-importante daw ng pagkakaroon ng mastery, lalo na sa pagde-deliver ng lines. So, yun nga, ah, importante na kabisado natin yung flow bago tayo magbato ng sasabihin. So, a memory speech is an effective way to showcase confidence and preparation in speaking. It requires time, effort, and strong memory skill. It allows the speaker to deliver their message in powerful and convincing way while fully engaging with the audience. So, yung memory speech daw, isa daw sa powerful and convincing way while fully engaging the audience. So, once nagbibigay ka ng program, importante, memorize mo yung flow. Kasi pag hindi mo to memorize, tatalon-talon ka na sa ibang situation or nilalaman ng program. Lalo na pag magbibigay ka ng message sa mga audience mo, ay gumamit ka ng manuscript. Ibig sabihin, doon pa lang, may copy ka na. Hindi mo siya inaral. Hindi mo siya binigyan ng effort para kabisaduhin. So, yun, kailangan nating mag-memorize ng mga message or important details. So, now, let's proceed to our next part. Next, let's proceed to extemporaneous speech. Is the presentation of a carefully planned and rehearsed speech spoken in a conversational manner using brief notes. So, an extemporaneous speech is a type of speech that is delivered with the help of outline or notes, but not read for word. Or fully memorized, the speaker prefer the main idea in advance and speak in natural conversational way. And then this method allow the flexibility, eye contact, and the audience interaction, making the speech sounds of spontaneous and engaging. So, example, a teacher giving a lecture or or, or a student presenting a report using only key points as a guide. So, yun yung uh, extemporaneous. So, gumagamit siya ng key points para kahit papano matatandaan niya yung tinatakil niya or sinasabing niyang message. So, Next, how about the impromptu speech? Is the presentation of a short message without advanced preparation is for people knowledgeable about the subject. So, an impromptu speech is a type of speech that is delivered without prior preparation or practice. The speaker usually given a topic on the spot and most organize their thoughts quickly before the speaking. Because it is unplanned, this type of speech tests a person's ability to think fast, be confident, and express idea clearly. So, It is commonly used in classroom, recitation, oral examination, interview, or casual conversation. For example, when a teacher suddenly asks a student to share their opinion about an issue, the students deliver an impromptu speech. While while it may be challenging, this method helps develop quick thinking and spontaneous in communication. So, sabi nga, si teacher daw nag-ask his student or mag-share ng opinion about sa issue. Then, si student naman dineliver niya as impromptu speech. So, yun nga. So, we have an examples about impromptu. So, we have here the topic. I have here the topic. Sample, what is the education important? So, ganito gagawin ni student. Good day, everyone. For me, education is important because it gives knowledge and skills that we can use in our daily lives. So, dun pa lang, nagbigay na siya ng impromptu speech. Or once na tinanong ka ni teacher of, now, kindly give an examples about this subject, about impromptu speech or about speech. Ngayon, biglang tatayo si student, bibigay siya ng message kung saan tutugma yung question niya kay teacher or doon sa answer niya. So, sabi dito, it helps us prepare for our future career and then teach us how to make good decisions. So, without education, it will be difficult to achieve our dreams and improve our community. That is why we should take our studies seriously and value every opportunity to learn. So, yun yung examples na binigay ni teacher kay student. Nagbigay siya ng question, then biglang sumagot si student kung ano para sa kanya yung message, yung question na yon or what is the uh, meaning for you or own words about education. So, yun yung uh, question na binigay ni teacher kay student. Ngayon, si student magbabato ng message kung ano para sa kanya yung topic or lesson na binigay. So, yun. That's all for today. So, now, that's all for today. See you in our next topic. Thank you.